And then, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Quadria Marie. We're just getting started tonight with the professor, Scott Valentine. I'm going to add him to the conversation. So just give me 1 second. Okay. Scott Valentine, I'm going to add him to the conversation. Just give me 1 second. Hey, you guys. Happy Monday. Scott is in the house. Okay. Can you guys hear us? Can you see us well? Scott, are you there?
Okay. So I can't watch you on Facebook. I have to watch you from the video.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're on the same timing.
Yes. So you there? I want to make sure you're okay, that you're set.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, what's up, Teddy? Thank you for joining tonight. We're just getting started to give you guys a few minutes to join us on the show. Oh, let's see. Got you in. So, Scott, you can hear me? You can hear me clear and everything?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just fixing this up the right way. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. Is there a way you can join the video some way so people can see you? Maybe through your phone will be good.
Oh, man. I feel like an old man. How do I do that?
You got all that technology. You know how to do all that. What's up? Thank you, guys. We're just giving Scott a few minutes to see if he can join so we can see his head. I'm actually watching him on the computer screen, but I want you guys to be able to see him as well, because I know how you guys like to interact with us. It's nice to be able to, as well as being able to hear them. So I think I'm adding him now to the Facebook Live. And yes, we are live right now. SkolerTalk tonight. But there you go. Let me turn it off the other room. Okay, there we go. That feedback.
Yes.
What's up? Finally, we made it.
We made it. Thanks for having me.
For those of you who don't know, me and Mr. Scott Valentine, we go way back. I don't even know if I should say how far back, because I'm supposed to still be 25. So I don't know. I'm still 25, whatever year that was. So I don't even know if I want to go into how long, you and I have, known each other. But we're 90s babies, so I'll put it like that. So
it's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a long time. And, I've been following you, before you were even doing the real estate thing. So I wanted to have you on the show because I like having like-minded people on, people who are actually about their business, about helping people, helping the community out. And I've been noticing you've been doing a lot of that. So I wanted to have you on for tonight so I can, support you as well. So how you been? How you been doing?
I'm great. I have to say that I love watching your talks because you inspired me to do anything.
Oh,
you are like the happiest person ever, no matter what you go through. So every time I watch your videos, I'm inspired. I just wanted to say that.
Oh man, you're gonna get me all teared up. I'm already sweating out my edges and stuff. I'm gonna be crying next. But yeah, I appreciate you saying that, because that's one of my goals. I always try to motivate people, inspire them. Sometimes I can get too personal about stuff, but I realize that me sharing what I'm going through does, help, other people. And when I don't know something about, a subject or topic, I like to bring other people on and, real estate, is something that I do have, an interest in, but I'm not the expert. I'm just looking, from the outside in. So that's why I wanted you, to come on tonight. So how did you get started into real estate, Professor?
That's funny. It's
What's
funny.
up, Sammy? What's up?
I've always been interested in real estate. I started off with my mother. So we try to buy cheap houses and try to sell them for, a low price that's affordable.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
we never flipped anything. We just tried to sell and buy as much as possible. And then I
Right.
actually saw that I love the business. I wanted to get into it full steam. So then I went
Mm-hmm.
ahead, got my license, and now
Mm-hmm.
sky's the limit, the way I see it.
Now, how long have you been in the actual real estate business yourself?
So it's been a few years now. I started with my mom years ago, long
Wow, I
time.
didn't even know your mom. Shout out to Miss K.
Miss K, yeah.
Miss K, oh my God, long, long time.
Yeah, definitely a long time.
I didn't know that she was involved till just now, until you just mentioned it.
Yes, she actually got me started. We went to,
Wow.
you hear these seminars of how to get
Mhm.
rich quick schemes and all that nonsense.
Right,
So
right.
we started doing our research and we looked into it and we
Mhm.
put together our own program. And we started there. We started
Wow.
small and grew slowly, but
Mhm.
we didn't go full force until recently. So I'm happy that the
Wow.
way we actually grew because if we jumped
Mhm.
right into it, we would have lost everything.
So what do you mean actually grow into? You started off in one area and then jumped into another?
So I mean, a lot of people you hear these
Mhm.
people when they have these get rich quick like forums and they
Right.
want you to pay a lot
Yep.
of money, you
Mhm.
go to those and they just end up taking your money and running with it.
Sure
But
do.
yeah,
I
what you
took my
can do
money.
is you're not the only one. It's happened to a
I
lot of
know
people.
I'm not.
But what you can do is, you can get out. There's a lot of investors events that you can
Yeah.
join and just show up
Mm.
to and talk to investors. Investors, they won't give you their secrets, but they will tell you their
Right.
experiences. And their
Mm.
experiences might be worth more than their secrets. So
That's
just get
true.
out.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So
You got to start doing that.
how did you join Culture Estate? How did that come about?
It's an interesting story. So I've always been like in
Mm-hmm.
love with real estate and
Mm.
I have a tech background. So I was getting to a point in the tech background where I was like, you know what, I'm not fulfilled right now. I was
Mm.
working jobs, doing contracts, making decent money, but I didn't love it anymore. And I found
Mm.
myself, I had my son, and I was working
Yes.
so much. Yeah, I was working so much. I was like, man, I really want to be home and be able to see my son grow. So
Yes. That's so
I
important. The time with your
yes,
child overrides, all the money that you can make.
yeah, for sure. So I think this career path has worked out for me in many
Mm.
ways.
So the schedule works out for you. When you're able to spend time with your son and your family.
Yes. Right now, it took a
Yes.
while. I have to
Right.
admit, it took me a while. I do work a lot, but that's by choice. I do
Right.
have
That's
a
true.
5-year plan, and hopefully,
Yes. You guys heard what he said, right?
hey, you gotta
You
have
guys
that
said
plan.
yes.
Once you have that
Plan.
plan, you
Yeah.
gotta follow it.
Yeah, well, that's the other part of it. You can, all day. Well, the hardest part is actually coming up with the plan. That's the first thing. And then, of course, the
Yeah,
second part is sticking to the plan.
definitely.
That's where people tend to fail at. So,
Yeah, sticking to the plan is
yeah.
very difficult sometimes,
What's up, you
especially.
guys? Thank you guys for joining again tonight. We have a few viewers coming on.
Hey, a few buddies of mine have joined. Sandra
Yes,
from
that's
Culture.
right. That's how you're supposed to do. You have to show support because it's necessary.
Definitely, I love this. This is good. This is uplifting right now for a
Now, how
Monday
did you get the
night. Oh my
name
goodness.
Professor now? Because I know people are curious about that.
It's funny
I'm like,
because
who do you think he is, Professor?
I actually was a teacher for a little while,
Yeah.
so it kind of followed me. So when I am doing deals, I kind of
Right.
like to take things slow and methodical, like a teacher
Mhm.
would. So I'm like, hey, you're teaching me. You're taking me to school. You're the professor. I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
Wow. Well, you're educating people because I know it's on your Instagram, and we're going to talk about that later, how people can follow you. But I noticed that as far as your tips, you are educating the community because people really don't know much about real estate. You know,
Yeah.
we hear the term all the time, like you said, as far as all these forums and classes and things, but no one actually really knows as much as they think they know. Because I know I don't know. I think I be knowing stuff, and I talk to someone who's an actual agent and or a broker, and it's like a totally different, mindset.
Yeah.
It's like there's so much to learn. Like people would tell me, okay, if you want to get into real estate, don't think that it's something you're going to learn within, a week or two. They always, advise me it's going to take time for you to learn different, markets and what's going on, as far as, the housing and apartments. And it's, it's a lot though, but people are doing it. So obviously it's possible to learn. You just have to have, I guess, the patience and, the will to
Yes.
actually, be successful in it.
Yes. And then, have to listen to you every day talk so you can inspire us so we can keep going.
Don't be putting that pressure on me now. Sandra says, still learning so I can be like you. That's what she's saying back to you, Scott.
Oh, she's lying. She's a great agent.
Yeah. So
She's lying.
just talk to us a little bit as far as like the current estate in New Jersey, being that we're New Jersey residents. Just like a general idea of what's going on right now.
So right now we know the interest rates are rising,
Mm,
which is a big deal because that affects the amount of money that you can spend on a home because the interest will take more of it.
mm,
So as the interest rates rise, the money that you can afford to buy a home decreases. So now you
mm.
have people hurrying to buy homes because of the increase of the interest rates.
Wow. I'm
Yeah,
sure a lot of people aren't aware of that. Well, I guess they are if they are, house hunting.
yeah,
But that's not something you should rush into.
it's not. Definitely take your time, and
Hmm.
you have to make sure it's the right time for you to buy a home because once you buy a home, you're pretty much stuck for a while.
Well,
Once you buy it, you
yeah.
can't just sell it the next
Yeah.
day. Chances are you're not going to be able to. A lot of
Right. That's
transactions
true.
take at least 45 days.
So you mean literally once you sign the papers, you can't get out of?
It's very hard. It's very hard to
Wow.
get out. Yeah,
Oh.
so you have to make
Oh,
sure you're ready.
we have a question here from Garmalin. He said DJ Vlad and Matthew Knowles said renting is better than home ownership. Is this true? Yeah.
I would have to want to. I don't
Very
even know
good question,
why
by
they
the
would
way.
say that. Yeah, it depends who you are.
Yeah.
If you don't have the down payment for a home, it's
Right.
easier to rent. But if you think about it,
Mhm.
right now I have a few 4 bedrooms for rent in Elizabeth that are going for 1,700. That's a
Wow.
mortgage.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't know what's better. I don't. It really
Yeah.
depends on your situation and
Hmm.
how much you want to spend, and do you want to make an investment or do you want to spend some money, pay for somebody else's rent or pay for somebody else's mortgage?
Right. Yeah, because like you said, 1,700, that's a mortgage right there.
That's the mortgage,
Instead
yeah.
of, apartment. And a lot of people are struggling with that because they would like to be homeowners, but their credit is bad, or they have all these negative, factors on their credit that they don't feel like they can go out and ever, purchase a home. So instead of preparing themselves, they just continuously, rent. So do you feel it's possible, even, if you don't have the best credit, that you still have, a chance to be able to purchase a home for a fair price?
Definitely. Speak to any loan officer. I work with a few different loan
Right.
officers that have
Mhm.
amazing programs. Some programs you need no money down. Some programs your
Okay.
credit rate is not a factor. But speak to loan officers and always see what programs they have offered right now. Because sometimes, they're giving away loans. Just depends on who you talk
Give
to
me
and when.
something. I need.
If you're hungry, you can find something, I'm sure.
Well, because I'm renting myself, but as you know, I live alone, so it's like every responsibility is on me, and it's like one day I would like to get a house, be it by myself or hopefully a spouse, and I think about stuff like that. Do I have to have 850 credit? Do I have to have be making so much money and just to be able to live in a home. So I think about, stuff like that as well. And then it kind of holds me back because I'm worrying, oh, that's going to be too much of an expense. But then renting, I feel like it's taking all my money. Like I feel like it's going into somebody else's pocket.
Yeah, yeah, it
And
happens.
I don't
It
like
all depends.
that.
You don't like that. It all
You
depends
know,
on the situation.
I don't like it no more. Me no like it. So because I see people, doing, real estate, and I see them going out and purchasing other people's homes and apartments. And I'm like, this is something that, as you and I talked about, that I would like to do. But it's like I've never owned myself. So I have those questions in my head. Well, how can I purchase other homes that I haven't lived and purchase, my own home first? So I always thought it'd be a smart idea to go and purchase my own home just so I can, know what it entails, what owning a home is. So
It can be a lot, but believe it or not,
yeah,
you learn a lot about owning a home by looking for homes. When you're going
that's
to
true.
different homes, yeah, you see different things. See what you like, see what you don't like. You see what
Hmm.
needs maintenance, what doesn't need maintenance.
Wow, that's something.
Yeah, you learn a lot just by looking at different homes.
And you go to homes all the time because I know you have open houses. It's like you guys, it's just like every other day, this man is going to open house. I'm like texting him what's going on. He's like, I have an open house today. I'm just like, go ahead, make that money.
I wish I would be like you. That's it.
And I know it's crazy, the scheduling open houses, but it's better to have an open house than not have one.
Yes, yes, that's
So
true.
people are actually out here looking for homes.
Oh, for sure. The market is hot right now.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
houses don't last. If a house is priced right, it will sell. You know. So right now is a good time if you're a seller.
What's a good price range now? Like if you're looking